gently roasting you based on your favorite Obey Me character. Disclaimer, all of these are jokes, so if I offend anyone, I'm sorry. Anyway, on to the roasting. Lucifer. There are two types of Lucifer stands. 1. The parentified child who had to grow up too fast, or 2. The really thirsty ones. One thing the two types do have in common is that you get really weird looks from people when you say you like him. Mammon. He's either painfully relatable to you, or you like to affectionately bully him. You probably have ADHD, and because of that, you can be pretty impulsive, especially when it comes to spending money. You've also probably been bullied before, but you still try to smile through it. Also, I doubt any of the money you spent went to therapy. Leviathan. As an anime and video game fan, you find him painfully relatable, and you want to affectionately bully him. You're probably ADHD or autistic, and you juggle multiple different hyperfixations. It gets overwhelming to juggle them all, so please touch some grass. Satan. You're a bookworm, a cat lover, and probably an overlooked middle child who finds him relatable. You're really smart, but your imposter syndrome tells you otherwise, despite all the evidence to the contrary. By the way, how's the gifted kid burnout syndrome treating you? And like the Lucifer stands, you get really weird looks whenever you say you like him. Asmodeus. If you aren't bisexual, you're fascinated by effeminate men who are confident in their own skin. You live by the phrase Delulu is the Salulu, and in your case, it's actually constructive to your mental health. And if not, you're overcompensating for your attention and touch starvation. Beelzebub. You love food. You're also the member of your family or friend group that keeps everyone together. By the way, how has your back been since carrying so many burdens? That and you definitely have a type, and that's the usually red-haired himbo or sweet boy. Belphegor. I am very concerned for your mental health, especially if you like him in lessons 16 to 20 in the original game. And if he's grown on to you after that, how's the gifted kid burnout syndrome and undiagnosed depression treating you? You also have a pretty messed up sense of humor, and a noticeable amount of your jokes are about strangulation. Diavolo. There are 3 types of Diavolo stands. 1. The lonely and touch-starved. 2. The thirsty and down bad. And 3. The JoJo fans. It's also likely that you have a few siblings, and in that case, you're likely to be the eldest of them. Don't ask me how I came to that conclusion, it's just the vibes. Barbatos. You tell yourselves that you enjoy classy things and are low-key classy yourselves, and while this may be true, there are some underlying insecurities, one of which is that you need constant validation. Like the Lucifer stands, you are the parent friend of your squad, and you need a break. Simeon. Like the Barbatos stands, you need a lot of validation. You're the parent friend of your squad or the vice parent of your family. The main difference is that you came to realize you need therapy just a little bit sooner than the Barbatos and Lucifer stands. You also smile like a fool whenever you get a successful surprise guest interaction from him. Solomon. You think playful flirts are neat, and the ones who can be male wives even more so. If you don't know how to cook, you're learning how so your creations don't send you to a completely different time period like Solomon's did in that one lesson. Luke. You want him as either a little brother or a son. At least I hope you do. If you're normal, you're probably someone who's worked with kids in one way or another, and this is the kid you want to spoil with sweets. Mephistopheles. He's low-key easy to bully, and you will jump at any opportunity to affectionately fluster him. Also, when he mentions something remotely wholesome, you just melt and sometimes make noises that would make your friends or family quite concerned for you. Raphael. He reminds you of a scary guard dog, and his smiles and little displays of kindness makes you want to hug your screen at the wholesomeness. 13. You are definitely bisexual, and if you aren't a menace to society, you definitely want to be in a tame way. By that, I mean you want to do normal things like playing harmless pranks or saying some out-of-pocket comments. You deliver the hardest roasts, and if you don't, you definitely have that potential. And that concludes the roasting. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Bye bye!